Jeff was expressing some surprise that Twitter was obsessed with the gum that the president was chewing. I feel no surprise. Does it surprise you at all? This seems exactly the type of thing that Twitterers would want to feed upon.
Well, you know, it's all the data aspects of Obama, checking his BlackBerry, chewing on gum. But we did have some great background to a float that you guys saw go by earlier, which was the Mars Curiosity float. So NASA actually had uploaded a bunch of great pictures onto Flickr of this rover, this model of the rover coming into DC, and then Mars Curiosity itself, which usually just tweets from the surface of Mars, actually said, well, here's my double, ready to roll into the parade.
That's pretty cool. So the other thing that's been, Rena mentioned this, but maybe you can pick up on it, this GIF that's really been circulating on the internet of Michelle Obama allegedly rolling her eyes at Speaker Boehner. Are you seeing a lot of that?
I am, although who knows, perhaps she was rolling her eyes because Barack was asking for a cigarette from John Boehner.
Fair enough, fair enough. So we really do not know. It would be unfair to say we know that she's rolling her eyes, and it could be, there it is. It could be inadvertent, it could be because she didn't like the taste of whatever she had.
Someone told her the calorie count of the lunch.
Exactly.
I mean, anything is possible for that gift, but that's the beauty of gifts, is that they're all purpose and anyone can enjoy them.
I still can't get over that lunch is 3,000 calories. And, I mean, if you take away dessert, it's got to be less, because bison is a lean meat.
It is a lean meat. Now, I do have one last treat for you. The mayor of Washington, D.C. made a point of tweeting out a photo of himself holding the sign that he was carrying at the inauguration, calling for D.C. statehood. So,
and that actually is interesting, because we've been talking today about the fact that the beast, the Obama, the presidential vehicle that the Secret Service puts President Obama in when he's going somewhere local, is now bearing license plates that say "taxation without representation," a way for Obama to signal his support for Washington, D.C. to have representation in Congress, which at this point it does not.
Right. The debate is over. It has representation in Congress, just not full voting rights.
Right.
There is there's a House member, delegate, Eleanor Holmes Norton.
Would the idea be that they should get 2 members of the Senate too?
Well, if they get statehood, then yes. There's a whole spectrum of rights that people are arguing about for D.C. At the top end of the spectrum is full statehood, which would come with, of course, 2 senators and a member of Congress. And then as you slide down the scale, you get, how about giving the delegate full voting rights in the House? How about maybe, not 1 senator, but how about some other kinds of representation, more power in Congress? And the license plate just doesn't say where on the spectrum he will fall.
I mean, roughly speaking, what's the population of D.C.?
About, like 500,000?
So that's a significant number of people not to have full voting rights in Congress. Right,
and the opponents of giving D.C. statehood point to the Constitution, which, describes it as a carve-out territory. It does not describe it as a state. There have been various proposals over the years, over the decades, in fact. Should it be absorbed by Maryland? Should it be broken up somehow? Get more people, some of it given to Virginia. But as of right now, they do not have full voting rights in Congress.